Welcome everyone. Today we're going to take a look at some really interesting solid fuel stove technology, a titanium stove from Kuvic, and also some fuel options and what I learned about them. Let's get to it. Welcome back to a practical look at the Kuvic titanium folding solid fuel stove. This is about as minimalist as a stove as you can get. I mean, literally, it folds down that small. It's really dinky. We've already looked at its construction in another segment on this video, but let's take a look at what this thing does for real in the real world. Now, we've got a couple of different fuel choices. This is the S-bit solid fuel, and this is a traditional military surplus solid fuel. We're going to actually show both of them fitted in here. Now, both of these tests actually failed. They failed to get the water to a boil, and I believe that's for two reasons. Number one, the military tabs that I tested were pretty well beyond their due date, and also the S-bit fuel did not have the benefit of having a windshield around the base of the pot. So I have been testing up a storm with this little Kuvik folding titanium solid fuel stove. And I'll tell you what, I have learned a lot about solid fuel. What is really good about some, what is kind of not that great about others, and maybe some enlightening things that you might want to understand about solid fuel and long-term storage. Now, I do have some military fuel tabs, and I have no idea how old these were when I bought them, and I probably bought them 15 years ago. So they've been in storage. They've been in dry, warm conditions, but they are all naturally decomposing inside these pouches, and they're not really that great. So I did have to use two of these tabs to equal one of the newer commercial tabs. Do I think that means they were bad originally? No, I just think it means they're really old. I mean, you can actually see the ingredients kind of separating if you open these pouches. So, you know, probably not the best thing, but I wanted to understand better what you could expect from solid fuel over time. Now, I got two different fuels to try in this test, and one is the S-bit from Germany. Extraordinary fuel, honestly. And I also got some of this solid fuel from China. Now, the China, great value, okay? It was definitely inexpensive. It also smells horrible. And the amount of crud that it left in the stove when it was done in the little metal tray was remarkable. It's not very clean burning. It leaves a lot of residue, but it does burn for a long time. Both of these tabs, their literature says they're the same size, 14 grams, but this burns for over 20 minutes. And here's the boiling results from these two fuels, or actually three fuels. I redid the test with, this is all with the windscreen. This is just an aluminum foil windscreen on there. So the first test that I did was two of the military tabs, and it did get the water to boil in 12 minutes. So two of these military guys did get me a boil in 12 minutes. And again, all of these are the same reference water volume and approximate temperature. It is a little cooler today, but not by a whole lot. The water itself is probably around between 65 and 70 degrees. Now, the second test that I did was one of these Chinese ones, and that's when I learned that they leave a lot of waste that's unconsumed in the tray. And it took a while to clean that junk out, both with a scraper, a screwdriver, and a wire brush. So more cleanup to do here, but it did boil the same amount of water in 8 minutes, which is a pretty big jump in performance. So I think these do burn a little hotter. You do get a little bit more BTU output out of these, but at the expense of a slightly dirtier burn, and they smell terrible. I mean, without even burning them, they don't smell great when you open the package. Now the S-bits, I think even though they are more expensive, are very likely the better value, and here's why. They did the water boil. I just did it, and they did it in 10 minutes. So kind of right in the middle between the two. So yeah, this one's 2 minutes faster, but this one cleanup is a snap. I mean, it's almost non-existent. This tab literally consumes itself very, very well. And it it got the boil up in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, 10 minutes versus 8 minutes, right? Not that big of a delta. I also did another test with the Chinese tab on a full, and I mean, I filled this vessel all the way up, 750 milliliters, almost probably another 8 ounces, so almost 3 cups of water. And it actually did get a boil in 21 minutes and kept that boil for a little bit. So, bravo to these guys for getting a lot of energy density into that tab and a lot of output, but, at the cost of more cleanup. So the stove itself, freaking great. I can't say enough positive about the Kuvic stove for its compactness, for it's easy to clean, it's easy to maintain, and boy, does it pack really, really small. And being titanium, it's super light. Also, the 750 milliliter Kuvic pot, absolute winner in my book. So I wanted to share with you what I learned about solid fuels here, just to kind of, bring a level of awareness to this that I didn't have before I went into this test. Friends, if you found this content entertaining or enlightening, do subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, do the bell, all that fun stuff, and do check out our affiliate links and give us a share on the social media. It really does go a long way to helping to support small channels like this. So thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all have a great day.